Okay, alright, so welcome to our first lecture on this channel. Today we are talking about a key concept in computer programming called variables and data types. This concept is being taught in principles of programming. So when you are doing IT in university, your level 100, you will be taught principles of computer programming. So this video is being created to support or equip my level 100 students who are finding it difficult to wrap up their head around this concept. This video will be in two sections. So the first section we will use to tackle what data types are, and then the second section or our last section we will tackle what variables are. So let's get started. Alright, so welcome. When you talk about data types, simply data type is just a type of a data. So a type of data can be anything. So we have 4 or 5 main data types in principle for programming. We say in data types we can make mention of real, we can also make mention of boolean, we can also make mention of string, integer. So these are the 4 main data types that we can find in the principles of computer programming. There are many when you advance to different languages like QBasic, C++, C, Java, and the other programming languages. But for now, we are centering our data types on real data type, the boolean data type, the string data type, and the integer data type. As the program propels, I will take time and then explain what all these data types mean. So first we will talk about real. So the real data type contains or holds both decimal and integer values. So if you want to type 2.532, you can declare your variable as the real data type. And when you want to declare or assign a whole number to your variable, you can also declare it as real. So in simple put, we say that the real data type consists of or can hold both decimal values or floating point numbers and a whole number. So please don't get confused. I'm saying that the real data type can hold the floating point numbers and the whole numbers. So that is all about the real data type. So you can say 2.533 is a real data type. Same way we can also say 562 is a real data type. So the real data type takes both integer and decimal values. Okay, the next thing that we will talk about is string. We say string takes series of characters. So characters combined, a lot of characters combined can be assigned with a string data type. So when I say a string data type, the string data type takes series of characters. So if I want to write my name, then I would need a data type that will hold that value. Okay, so assuming that I want to write Jude, then I will need a data type because Jude is a series of characters, 2 or more alphabets or characters combined. Then we will use the string data type to hold that value. That is why we say that the string data type holds series of characters. Okay, so if I want to write anything that consists of one or 2 or more characters, we use string. Alright, then we also talk about boolean. The boolean is just true or false. So if a person is a boy, you use the boolean to hold that data. So we ask, is the person boy? You assign a value to it as true. So if the person is a boy and it is true, then it will also give you what? True. Alright, so the true or false is a data type that is being held by boolean. So boolean is just true or false data type. And then we can also talk of char. Char, that's one data type called char that hold a single character like C, B, D, P. All these are data types. So basically, when we list our data types, we can say okay, so examples of data types, and say one, okay, one is a string, the string data type. We can also talk of the real data type, which is both integers and floating point or decimal numbers. We can also talk of the Boolean data type, and also you can talk of the char data type. So I said that a string takes series of characters. The real takes both whole numbers and floating point numbers, or it takes both integers and decimal numbers. The Boolean is true or false values, and then the char is a single character. That is all that you need to know when it comes to data types. Please, we move on to our next section called variables. But before we can declare a variable, we need a data type. That's why I first introduced you to data types. So when I start teaching what variables are, how we declare variable, you understand these concepts very well. When I start teaching the variables, how to declare variables, you clearly understand why we use string, the real, Boolean, and char. Don't worry yourself too much for now. What I want you to understand is that we have data types in principles of programming called the string, the real, Boolean, and char. When the program or the video propels, as the video propels, we will get to understand when do we need to use char when do we need Boolean, when do we need real, and when do we need string. All right.